Continuing on from the last clip, and we're going to talking about Richard Coudenhove-Kalergi, and I'm quoting from a website, murderbymedia.wordpress.com, which has done a story about him, and they've given, from what I can make out, a pretty accurate commentary about him, and I'll continue on with it. One could wonder how there can be such accuracy on the estimates of immigration, although it was not a premeditated plan. It is certain that the low birth rate could be easily reversed with appropriate measures to support families. This is talking about the low birth rate in, what you'd say, white European people. It is just as clear that it is the contribution of foreign genes do not protect our genetic heritage, but that it enables their disappearance, as was planned. The sole purpose of these measures is to completely distort our people, to turn them into a group of people without national, historical, and cultural cohesion. In short, the policies of the Kalergi plan was, and still is, the basis of official government policies aimed at the genocide of the peoples of Europe through mass immigration. G. Brock Chisholm, the former director of the World Health Organization, proves that he has learned from the lesson of Kalergi well, when he says, what people in all places have to do is to limit of birth rates and promote mixed marriages between different races. This aims to create a single race in a world which will be directed by a central authority. And who would be the central authority? Is the same as what I've said before. You'll be a white cast of Chinese, Japanese, Ashkenazi Jewish, and European nobility. That's what a central authority would be. The conclusions about Kalergi from this website. If we look around us, the Kalergi plan seems to be fully realized. We face Europe's fusion with the Third World, and we can look at Sweden, which is estimated to become a Third World country in 15-20 years' time. That is current rate. The plague of interracial marriage produces each year thousands of young people of mixed race, who could be called the children of Kalergi. Under the dual pressures of misinformation and humanitarian stupefaction promoted by mainstream media, the Europeans are being taught to renounce their origin, to renounce their national identity. And indeed we do see this. If you disagree with anything, you're a racist. Even though, by default, the meaning of the term racist means that you are white and you acknowledge that, and you are not of a certain religious type ideology. The servants of globalization are trying to convince us that to deny our identity is a progressive and humanitarian act, that racism is wrong because they want us to be blind consumers. It is necessary now more than ever to counter the lies of the system, to awaken the revolutionary spirit. Europeans, everyone must see this truth, that European integration amounts to genocide. We have no option. The alternative is national suicide. And indeed we see this in all what were white European-based countries. We have the likes of various left-wing parties. You got the Greens, who are all very big on unrestricted immigration and mixed race marriages and children, but yet they themselves would never welcome a non-white into their family. We are what we're seeing is a caste being established by political means. The Scott here translator's note. Although the reasons due to which Kalergi made the choices he made are of no particular interest to us, we will try to answer a question that will surely our readers have already asked. Why a European aristocrat with Flemish, Polish, Greek Byzantine roots, and even some samurai blood in his veins from his mother, was such body plans and organ in the hands of dark forces? The reasons in our opinion are multiple, idiosyncratic, psychological, and women. So you're looking at his background. His Byzantine roots were said to be of a noble standing. Probably some sort of, probably much like his ancestry or what his father was, aristocratic, patrician, and yes, a noble of some sort. We therefore observe a personality with strong snobbish attitudes, arrogance, and, allow me the term, degenerate elitism. Also the fact that his mother was Asian perhaps created internal conflicts and frustrations, something that can happen to people with such temperament. But the most decisive factor must have been the proper teenager, which incidentally of course was beside him, and became his first woman at age 13. The Jewess Ida Rowland, who would later become a famous actress. So, I know a lot of people say it's rumor, but with people you would call nobility at that time, in sexual terms, a 13-year-old to lose his virginity was not all that unusual. I would say due to a money factor, probably due to a social isolation factor, not only of him or of the males who were say 13 or slightly above, but also of the women involved. There was no hookup situation they could get themselves into. They pretty much didn't stray far from home, so to speak. And continue on with the European Council. The award of the Coudenhove-Kalergi Prize to President Von Rompuy. On November 16, 2012, the President of the European Council, Herman Van Rompuy, was awarded the Coudenhove-Kalergi Prize during a special conference in Vienna to celebrate 90 years of pan-European movement. The prize is awarded every 2 years to leading personalities for their outstanding contribution to the process of European integration. Now, you've got to ask, integration to what? And you can look at what they stand for, but you look at the way things are now and you have to ask, integration to what? And probably some sort of world confederation where nations become states, and continents become countries or larger states. So we're looking among the winners of this award are the Federal Chancellor General Angela Merkel in 2010 and the President of Latvia, Vaira Vike-Freiberger, 2006. And what I'll have to do in another clip is just add a little bit more on, because this is an important factor in, I suppose you say, the re-imaging of the world and of mankind. These people think they are gods. That's what they're trying to portray to all of us. But if you can only be a god due to the powerless of your skin, then you have to bastardize everyone else and make them forget who they are. I'll tell you this old Middle Eastern saying: take away their dignity, then take away their lives. But if you take away their identity, then you take away their dignity, and everything else goes in the free fall from there.